Hello fellow gamers, and welcome to my channel Just Gaming for Us. I am your host Brent Justice, and I'm in the game Fallout 4. I am continuing my series where I am showing you some old builds or settlement builds that I have done in Fallout 4 previous to 2020. These were done several years ago. This particular one in Red Rocket was done in around 2018. That's when I finished the build. And that's what I'm going to show you today is my full Red Rocket run through of this settlement build. I will do a quick run through without commentary also, but this is the full commentary version so that you can hear what I have to say about how I built it all. Now, the reason why I have my head to the ground here is for the big reveal. As I pan up the camera here, check this out. This is my Red Rocket build. I call this the Red Rocket Hotel. And that was my goal when I developed this settlement build, is that I saw the big space that's up there on the top, and I had to absolutely create a large structure on top. It just made the most sense. Now it's totally being blocked out. Let me set the everything back to normal speed here. So that is the basis of this build, is that it is kind of a waypoint. Before you come into Sanctuary Hills, you can stop off at this Red Rocket Inn, Red Rocket Hotel, whatever you want to call it, and spend the night here, kind of rest up. It's for people who don't need to come all the way into Sanctuary Hills. It also gives us a place to vet people as they come into Sanctuary Hills. Make sure they're on the up and up before they do trading with Sanctuary Hills. It's a good place for that. It's a good place just for some small trade and to spend a good night in a semi-comfortable and safe place. This is, after all, a safe place. And so that was the basis of this build here. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. One of the key features, obviously, is it's completely fenced in all the way around. Junk fences, but it's good enough. Oh, get out of my way. And obviously, as you can see, a lot of trade goes on here. I have now the front entrance is usually very wide open. And what I've done here is I've closed that off with several different gates. And I can close off certain gates as needed, or I can have them all open to invite people in like this. But of course, if I want to seal the place completely up, let's say there's a raid nearby or something, I can very easily close the gates and seal us in to keep us protected. And then some of the turrets that you see here up on the top, that's a missile turret, help keeping us protected from a long distance. And this is actually one of the other key features of this build, which is quite interesting as we come inside here, is this overhanging deck thing that I have. So what I did is, there's the actual structure of the Red Rocket Inn. I built this overhanging deck that wraps completely around it and gives us a large space on top to operate on, just a massive amount of space on top. And then, of course, the main hotel part sits up there on that side, and this is like an open area here. And then what that does is it provides a shelter and protection from people doing the trading down below. So I figured this would be a great place to have all the trading down below, so that they would be sheltered from sun, from rain. They would have all their trading under here and also be protected, because as you see, we have turrets that are on these support brackets that are help holding up the structure. It was a great place to put turrets. I have one there, and I have one there, and then on the other side I have two more. And those turrets basically protect this inside area of trading so that people can come in and trade safely. And if they want to cause a problem, well, the turrets will have fun with them. And as you can see, we have some people kind of sitting at the entrance that will sit there and just kind of look over it and watch out every now and then, make sure everything's fine and good, and no bad people are coming through. But we can easily come right through here and close these gates and really secure us in this way if we needed to. We usually keep it open, but if it's needed, check that out. Nice and closed in and protected. Got our sign here. I kept it pretty junky in here. I wanted it to feel very used, and like a lot of people come through here, and it's just got a lot of junk and a lot of good usage to this whole area here. Street lamps align the outer wall on the inside to provide light on the inside when we are in the dark. There are posts here, such as this one, outlooks, so that we can protect a wide area looking down toward the town down there, and then of course the entire road coming up to Red Rocket to keep this section protected. And then the same here. There's another outpost here, and we can protect looking from that way and then straight on this road here through the entrance, so we can really protect all this area and make sure it's safe. There are more of these posts. I have one here as well, so it can look further down that way into Sanctuary Hills, see who's coming from that direction, and then look back towards the entrance gates to protect that area. So it's all well protected with guards and so forth. We have electricity. We are fully electricalized, you could say, and that is a big benefit. We do have emergency water pumps here so that we can pump our own water. We are not reliant on Sanctuary Hills. We are self-independent here, able to support and sustain ourselves with electricity, water, gardening. There's another turret that kind of protects the stairs that lead up to the balcony up there. And then we'll get to the backside in a minute. We have power pylons that go all around, providing power to everything. There's another turret up there. That's a laser turret. So that gets the front gate area. Anyone want to mess with us? We've got a missile turret and a laser turret right there to intercept them. So that's quite interesting. Now in here, I just put some red lights which kind of light up at night, give it a nice little glow. Nice red light for night. We'll look at it at night so you can see what it looks like. But here's our general vendor. I don't know where all the people are right now. They might be in their beds. That does happen. There are beds up in the hotel, so that's where they all sleep. But there's the general trader station, and the way I did this was to put each station around this central area here, and then they can like work behind there, and that's where they like sit and work and everything. This is their this is their armor station to buy and sell armor. Here's the weapons, buy and sell weapons here. Some tables out front to sit and relax, and if you're trading and all, you can meet people out here. And then a little bar just to buy some drink if you're coming in from the wasteland and you're really thirsty. There you go, there's a drink. Now this is interesting. I have some lights set up. There's a spotlight which is not really showing right now. It's on, but it's glitched. Let me turn it off. And what I'll do is at night I'll turn it on, and you'll see how the spotlight works. And then I also have another light over here. This one lights up the vendor area at night, and I'll show you what that looks like. It's a very cool. Let's go around the perimeter first, and then we'll go inside, and then we'll go upstairs. So back here I have some farming equipment. Again, another light. This light as well turns on and lights up the vendor area from the other side, so that at night nobody can steal anything. The turrets, as I mentioned, we have corn back here, so we do have some food for our guests that we actually grow and sell. On the corners here we have turrets, protect everything.
Farm's not much.
That truck is right in the way. That's interesting. Yes, so we do grow our own food here, and we do sell it because it is a hotel, and we do want to make some money that way too. We got some meats that are going out here, a cigarette thing, some storage basically in those coolers back there that we use. This oddly placed table that is not actually supposed to be there, but there it is for some reason. An ice thing, our cooking and grill, and a lot of tires. Yeah, a lot of tires. Like I said, it's kind of junked up at the moment. Some more growing things here, and some objects that really should not be here. And they, again, this is an old build, and some of it is very broken at the moment. Some of my mods are very broken. So it's not kind of working correctly. So just keep that in mind. So on the back side here, this is, of course, non-accessible to the people that stay here. This is where all of our electricity is generated. We have wind electricity and also some of these more powerful nuclear electricity generators here. But the wind is basically for backup. We have a lot of weapons and things to defend this place, so it kind of needs a little extra oomph of power. So we have that capability. Obviously, you're not supposed to come back here. Guard post towers here, as you can see, to protect the backside. You can look at all that and make sure nobody's coming around. And again, all protected with a fence and light post. We do have a turret here on the back in case anybody sneaks back here. They will get a little surprise. Now up here, I really like our turret situation. I've got missile turrets and laser turrets that go the perimeter of this overhang that I built, and that allows us to really protect the back side of this hotel. As you can see, that has open balconies on this hotel, so we do really want to protect it. And so that's why I have this huge perimeter of weaponry back here to really protect the area. But as we come through here, we have the our garbage can and some more coolers stations here. Garbage here. This is where the main hotel garbage is kept. Our satellite dish recruitment thing, and our generators, and then this overhang that I built that is structurally supported. Some more grilling and meat kind of stuff here, just thrown out in the open. Again, any extra stations we can have to do that kind of thing, because we have a lot of people that stay here. It's very large inside, and there's a lot of beds, so that is important. And as we come to this side, again, more gardening. As you'll see, everybody working on the gardening out here. A Brahmin station as well. More gardening back here. Just everywhere we can put some type of gardening. We want to have our own food to sell. It's very important. And a turret back here just in case somebody comes back here. And then another guard outpost here. Protecting the backside again over here. And here's a good view from on this side. As we look up, yes, you will notice satellite dishes on top. Yeah, a lot of satellite dishes. I thought it kind of looked cool, just having that up there, kind of like a skyscraper kind of a thing situation. Now this is cool. I've got this little thing set up here of a couple of turrets, and what they protect is they look out this way, towards Sanctuary Hills. Just make sure that all this area is well protected, and they're kind of hidden. You wouldn't really see them normally, so that's nice. Kind of surprises people. There's the garage, again, street lights and some cones set up here. Let's go on the inside and take a look. We have basically some shelving here to store things. This is supposed to be a diner. We'll look at that in a second. As I mentioned in my first video, The mods that I was using are kind of broken now, and I haven't really been able to fix them. So this did look a little different earlier on. Looked a lot better actually. I had it more thought out as a like a diner type of situation. It's not as good now. It's not as clean. I had some mods that kind of cleaned up the inside of Red Rocket and made it look better, and they're not working right now. But we do have a door. We can close that door. We can close that door. And one of the things I did add is windows, glass windows on the inside here, so that obviously it's not just open to the elements. And I think that's quite nice. Gives a quite good view. Tables and chairs. Some of these tables aren't supposed to be here. They're kind of messed up at the moment, all scrunched together, which is really crazy. Again, over here, supposed to be some devices, water, coffee maker, that sort of thing, but they're kind of bunched up and messed up at the moment. But this allows everybody to see outside, and then this would be the main diner area, which is actually not too badly decorated right now. You've got your cash register and the main counter. This hybrid thing is not supposed to look like that. This was supposed to just be a serving station, a drink fountain. But a refrigerator has appeared right there, so that's not right. A toaster, some communications back here, a place to work on. There's supposed to be a kitchen back here, but I think some of the original assets came back, like all the tires and stuff. I had a little mini kitchen set up back here, so just imagine a little mini kitchen back here to cook some of the food that we make and so forth. And then back here is basically just an office for me. I've got a computer, very simple, storage of items and so forth, and just a place to work. It was a little more cleaned up, but it is messy now. Again, my mod that cleans up Red Rocket is completely broken. It was a lot cleaner in here, or at least it's supposed to be. Let's see what has become of my workshop, because I had that place pretty well decorated, but it may be broken now. Yeah, it's kind of gotten dirty. Okay, well, anyway, the idea is this would be my workshop, right? I'd have some music going. I would have all the things I need to do workshop stuff. And some of it's missing right now. Some of the old stuff has returned. But you get the idea. Just a kind of junked up place to work and keep the hotel running, you know. Be able to repair things and so forth. And this does open somewhere. Right here. So we do have access to the outside when needed. Bring things in and out and repair. And that's basically the inside. And the more interesting stuff is on top. So let's go take a look on top right now. I used to have a desk here as well for check-in. I actually kind of moved that to the top, I believe. So this is how you access the top, the balcony. These are the main stairs. Everyone goes up these same stairs to get to the top. And it's the only way in and out. And here we go. This is the main deck. So you can see there's the original Red Rocket overhang right there. And then I created all this space up here, which really allows for a lot of flooring. A lot of seating, a lot of tables to enjoy stuff, a lot of places to sit, and great view vantages. Check that out. I can look over at Sanctuary Hills and see what's going on. I can look out over to the lake. It's just a great view, and all this is protected by these missile turrets and laser turrets. She's enjoying sitting right there. I can look
track of how many ballistas I got.
I can look right out to the road, and we're still protected very well by the wall and all the turrets and everything. As I turn back around, you can get a good view for how this looks on this side. There's the main hotel. There's the Red Rocket. some
to get back to
seating,
Diamond
and
City
this
one of
wraps
these days.
completely
Biggest
around.
town I ever saw.
So you're able to come all the way to the front of where the Red Rocket is and look straight out the front. Just a great view all the way around. Look at these people out here enjoying themselves in the sun. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Some more turrets and things on this side as well. This missile turret protects out here. Got a very good long distance on it. This is a little walkway I built just to access this area on top of the sign. If our soldiers, for example, need to come defend the place, this gives them a bigger area to come out and shoot from. Look at all that. Look at that. It's an amazing vantage point here. And then they can look back, and this is what I like, is they can look back at the settlement and shoot from this direction too. So they have multiple angles they can shoot from to protect everything. It just gives it another unique vantage point up here, utilizing all this upward space in this area, because it's pretty small when you look at it unless you build upwards, and that's what I chose to do, build upwards. So there's the Red Rocket itself. I do have some lighting on it. At night it will light up. I have another satellite and siren over here. This guy's just enjoying himself. And then we come to the front of the Red Rocket. This is basically just a place for tourists. They can come and look at this and enjoy it for all it's worth. A bit of the old Commonwealth before it fell. And then as we look toward the hotel, you can get a scope for how big that is. Every floor is lit. It's a wide open. It's an open design. Allows a lot of airflow. Keeps it cool in the hot summer days. We have some signs here just telling everyone what is offered inside. Alright, we have this cool ramp that I built. I like this cool ramp that I built here. It's a nice access down to the entrance of the hotel because it kind of dips down as you go inside. But that leaves a little area here, which is pretty nice to store our cola and our cold things and all that the hotel needs. They can come out here and access it. Just a nice little overhang area. Open sign lets us know it's open. It's all closed in. It's all walled in and very secure. You're not supposed to go back here, though. Don't go back here. As we enter the hotel, here's where everybody's at. We do have a door. And this is the inside reception and bar area. So I'll let you get a good view of that. We have the reception area here. This is where you check in over here. There's just a little desk here for someone to work, but right here is mainly where you check in for the hotel itself. We got a fan in here. It's well lit, kept cool. Paintings in here. Benches. These are waiting benches. A couch. Couple of couches because we do have a bar inside. Let you get some drink and take it back up to your room. And then another kind of larger bar area to sit at over here if you wish. Some entertainment that just doesn't really move or do anything. Behind the stairs, I like this. This is where the seating is for like the bar area. You can come back here and like eat bar food, drink, whatever, relax for that kind of area. Paintings all around. It's dark back here. All the lighting is up on the front side over here. And then back here, no lighting, so that at night it kind of is a darker atmosphere. And I'll show you all that at night. So let's start going up the hotel floors because there's a lot of them. And they're pretty much all the same, just for design's sake. They kind of all have to be the same. This is an open area. I wish I had done the stairs better the first time I made this, but this was years and years ago, so that is an early skill that I did not have. So the building the platform and the stair areas up just got really large, kind of weird looking. But this floor here, you've got some couches here. Here are the beds on this floor. This is like the first floor right above everything. You got several beds here for people to sleep in. Like I said, this is a very open floor plan. Yes, people are going to maybe see you if they come around the corner, but the way I have the stairs is that they can round the corner and round the stairs and really never have to come into this area. So you do have privacy if they don't do that. But this one being right above the floor is, right there. You've got your view that way. And I wouldn't say this floor is the best view. I would want one more of the upper floors. But you got everything you need. You've got a radio, an ashtray. You can store stuff in these dressers, and then every floor has an outside balcony, so you can relax on this chair or on this chair, and actually it wraps all the way around the edge. So there's like chairs and tables out here to relax, and goes all the way to the edge. So it's a wraparound porch all on every floor, and I love that. I love that design. Lets you come out and just spread out and be wherever you want. Have a great view. This is the back side, and you can see up here, now that we're up here, all my turrets that I have on the back side. I have these laser turrets and missile turrets back there. I mean, they go all around the edge here. It's a massive setup. Nobody's going to mess with us. This will take out anybody trying to come in from this backside. Absolutely. But even on this first floor, it's a really good view. I mean, look how much you can see out there. It's a great view. Let's go back around real quick to where the stairs are and go up to the next floor. So you see, as you come up the stairs, if this is not the floor you're supposed to be on, you can round up the stairs, and really you never would see those people in there unless you rounded the corner. That's kind of the idea. On this floor, we come up here, it's kind of the same again. If you just round these stairs and go up, you'll never actually, encounter the people on this floor. But if you do, they're back here. They have 3 beds here, and dressers, and a fan, and 5 beds actually total. Lots of beds. So this space here, this one can sleep a lot of people. If you have a big family, you can certainly enjoy that on this floor. And a table to kind of eat and look outside. Check that out. You can look out at the town while you're eating. Such a great view there. You can sit on these benches and look out, and this one's much higher up, so that's just a great view out there. Really, really good. I'm stuck. And more chairs and seating. There's the stairs up to the next level. So yeah, if you're in this area, you would see people going around. But I mean, you have to have some kind of closeness in this version of the Commonwealth here, where the apocalypse has happened. People are just a lot closer. Again, this wraps all the way around. And a chair right on the end. Very cool. Let's go back in. And up. Again, stairs up to the next level. And then we enter this room. This room, they've got several dressers. They've got a reading light here and a bed right by the window, so they can enjoy the sun and the fresh air. Way up here, they get the really good fresh air because they're way up high. The beds and the dresser and the radio and another light. And of course, a wraparound all the way to the end. And by this point, now we're above the windmills, so we get some really good viewpoints here. But we still got more to go. We're not at the top yet. So we come back around to get to the stairs. It's a little dizzying, but it works. Come up the stairs. There's stairs to the next level. But as we turn right here, There's the beds for this room. Pretty similar as the last floor. 3 beds here, or the floor below the last floor. A bed here and a bed here. A table looking out. Look how high up we are now. Look at that view. Pretty crazy. Now we're at the tip almost of the red rocket. Again, a wraparound porch. We are very, very high up now, but we're not at the top yet. There's more to go. I think one more. But look at that view. Alright, let's go to what I think is the top level. Yeah, this is the tippy top level. So we come up to the top here. A lot of pictures. This is what I would call the penthouse. Or could be my own personal space when I come to visit Red Rocket. Just have a couch here to just kind of sit here and rest. Since we are very high up here, I put some protection over the windows on the inside on this one. Just because we are at the very top. Some tables and chairs to look out and sit at. And yeah, this is kind of my personal space. There's only one bed here. So this is like for a single person visiting or me visiting. But it has more luxuries than the bottom floors. We've got a radio. We got a nice reading light. We have a TV up here. None of the other floors had a TV. We have storage, suitcases, another radio. We actually have 2 radios, the bed, and a dresser, and then a fan to keep us cool up here. And then this nice little cozy area that's just ours to be in, and very private, and separates us from everyone very easily. Table looking out there, just a really good view all the way around. And then of course the wraparound. From here we are at the top. So there's the lake out there. As we pan around to Sanctuary Hills, you can see it in the distance. It cannot render it all because we're so far away and so high up right now, but it is out there. And we can see all of the road down below. This ladder thing is not supposed to be here. Ignore this. I had this here while I was working on the top stuff. Ignore this. So this would not be here. But just to give you an idea, of course this wraps all the way around, but just to give you an idea what I have up on the top while I'm up here anyway, is I do have this lighting here. You can't see it in the daytime, but at night you can. So these squares are lit up white, and they're all around the side and the front, and they light up and just give a unique look at night. Satellite towers on the corner, and this houses the electricity for basically the hotel. The electricity is kept in here nice and neat, and powers everything. We come up to the very top. You can see how my wires are connected up here and everything. Everything's powered. Look how high we are. Jeez. It's incredible. But this just gives you an idea what it looks like from the tippy top. And I use these ladders, of course, to construct all that while I was doing that. But you can see these lights go all the way around here, and they do light up at night. So I will show us what that looks like at night. They're all connected, and it's not very bright. It's subtle, but it just gives it a little flare, which is nice. But anyway, yeah, this is the top floor. So let's go back down. If you get dizzy easily, cover your eyes, because I'm going to go around and down, and this is going to be dizzying. It is dizzying to go all the way around like this, but here we go.
Got work to do.
And we're back at the
Hands
bottom.
off.
You can open your eyes. So this is the bar area. Again, all over here, back up, back to here. And that was all of that. That's the hotel. Very nice. It looks really great. And it looks really neat at dark. So that's what I want to do now is I'm going to switch to nighttime. And then kind of do another quick look around at nighttime. So you can see what it looks like. And I will show you how the spotlights work. And my lighting that I have set up for the vendor area. It's all very cool. And I think I did a pretty good job with it anyway. So I will do that. I'm going to go ahead and open these gates back up. Because I will enter from the outside as I switch to dark mode. Dark mode. So let me do that now. Okay, welcome back. Here we are. It is now dark time at Red Rocket. And, well, yeah, that looks cool, doesn't it? Check that out. So you can actually see the lights that go around the top. You can see the balcony lights kind of make the whole thing glow. You can see that the Red Rocket is lit up and glowing from light. I have the red light below it for the vendors at night so they can enjoy some low-level lighting there. But let's go out and look at this from a distance. Yeah, that's a really good view right there. So you can see how the lighting at the top just kind of gives it a unique look. If you're seeing this from a distance in the, out there in the wasteland, and you're looking at this, you may see that white light and it may draw you to it. So that would bring people in as well. As we enter the Red Rocket Inn, we have these kind of street lights at the entrance. Again, that just provide a little light coming inside. We have the lamps, like I said, go all the way around the interior, just giving some light on the interior of this whole area so it's not dark when you're inside. We want it to feel comfortable and safe. So we come to the vendor area here. You can see how my red lights are put everywhere so that it gives this nice red glow to everything. I've got red light bulbs and those other kind of lights over there. And yeah, actual red light bulbs. And it gives a nice red glow to everything at night. It makes it look, very, very, I don't know what the word is, very aesthetic, moody, very moody view to it. But check out what I can do. So first of all, I mentioned this spotlight. Let's say, from this distance, it's dark out there, right? And we want to see people that are coming in the gate late at night. Well, we turn this on.
This won't work without power.
Here we go. And check that out. Now we have a spotlight that lights up the entire front area. It's very wide, it spreads out far, but that lets us keep an eye on people coming in so they can't sneak in. It's very bright, and I just love the way that looks. Very cool looking. But that lights up this whole front area so that we can see people coming in and keep an eye on people coming in and out. Very important at night. Now, some of the other components I talked about is I do have this light here. Check that out. It lights up the vendor area very bright at night. So let's say there's a problem where there's a lot of people coming in, or we suspect there's some issues going on or whatever, and we need a lot of light down here. Bam, light. No problem. I just love the way that looks. And then we have another one for this side. Same scenario. We can light up this side. So that's real bright. Now let's say that we have both of them on. Yeah, look at those shadows. Isn't that crazy? Huh? Very bright now. So this whole area is lit up at night, if we need it to be. Turn on the spotlight at the same time. And yeah, pretty crazy bright. So I like all that, just for security reasons. And I like how there's one on each side, so we can operate it on both sides here. So that's very nice looking. There are lights as you enter the inside here. Place is very well lit at night, so you can come in and do some dining and stuff. Let's look back here real quick. We do have some lighting on top of these units here in case you need to grab some stuff out of them. Street lights again to light up the area back here, just so it's not so dark. And I just love the way that the whole hotel glows at night. It's pretty crazy. We have a light that's supposed to be shining at the start of the steps so that you know where to step and you don't miss it. Then as we come up here, this whole place is lit up at night as well, so you can come up here at night. Some of it we left dark intentionally, as you can see, so you can come out on the outer edges and stay in the dark. And then the inner edges are lit. But all of the inside is lit for sure. This gets a nice, some spotlights shining on that. Same thing on this side. The inner part is lit, but the outer part is not. I mean, look how dark it would be otherwise, right? So as we come down here, again, this is where you can get some stuff here. It's well lit inside. A little bit darker in the corner, but basically all your lighting is over there. And then each floor is just basically lit very evenly. I don't have like spotlights or anything fancy. Just very even lighting throughout the floors, just so that everything is lit well and you can see. And of course they have control over these lights too. They can turn them off at night so that they can have darkness if they want. But this is with everything on. The balconies also have lights. Oh, look at that. You can see the spotlight from Sanctuary Hills. That is so cool. Oh, that is neat. It picks it up far enough that it can do that. That is so cool looking right there. There's the top. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. And then, like I said, these... Holy crap, I'm dead. Ha. So, I ended up killing myself there at the fall. Anyway, there's one more view I wanted to show you of this Red Rocket Inn hotel thing as I come up from the town back here. As I'm walking along the way. Again, how this looks from a different angle. It's well lit up. You can't miss it. If we go back like this way and look at it from back here, there you go. That's a good way to see the lighting that I have at the top of it, how it goes around both sides like that. You can see that lighting there. It just gives it an interesting look from a distance. You know, something to make it stand out a little bit. I think it was cool. It took a lot of time to set up, but I think it looks very cool. So yeah, now we're back here. And that is pretty much it. That is my Red Rocket Inn hotel thing that I built. This was one of the first, you could say, settlement builds that I did besides the Sanctuary Hills. And this hotel idea on top was my original idea and one that I worked on for several years, 15, 16, 17, 18, or 16, 17, 18 mainly. And this is where it's at today. Again, from 2018. That's when I stopped working on it, basically. And that's what it looked like. So I'm interested to do other things with Red Rocket Inn in the future, or not. I keep calling it Red Rocket Inn. It's Red Rocket. I made it an inn, but I plan to do other builds with Red Rocket in the future, and I'm excited about that because this has been my only build I've done with it, and I've got other ideas of things I could do with it, so that'll be interesting to check out. But right now, this is Red Rocket, or Red Rocket Inn, or Red Rocket Hotel that I have built, and an older build that I wanted to show you before I go in the game and start doing new builds again. So if you like what you see here, consider subscribing to the channel and giving this video a like. It does help, and I appreciate it. I will be doing a quick run through of this build with no commentary, so stay tuned for that. If you just want to see it visually without any commentary and really quickly, I will have that for you. Otherwise, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for the next one. Check out Twitter at Brent_Justice for updates. You can follow me there. Also, check out my Patreon page, patreon.com/BrentJustice. This helps support the channel and also allows me to publish more and more videos.